Hello traders, and welcome to the video presentation of our latest trading tool, which is the RobotFX Grid Expert Advisor, another expert advisor for MetaTrader. Besides the fact that it can trade in a grid approach method, meaning that it can open multiple trades, place orders of the multiple trades of the same kind. It can also place opposite trades of opposite orders in a hedging method. So basically it is an expert advisor that can trade with the trend, and it also hedges, plus it has all the other capabilities of a good expert advisor, which are the possibility to set a stop loss, a trailing stop, a break even, and so on. Let's go to explaining this, let's say the advantage. First of all, why is it different from the other grid expert advisor? As I said, first it is because it is also a trend trader. At least its first trade can follow a trend defined by the trader by a moving average. So basically on this example that you can find on our website, the moving average is, well, I don't remember the value of this moving average. That's not relevant right now because the trader can set this in the settings. So the idea is that when the price is below the moving average, we have a downtrend. So at this point, the expert advisor is allowed to sell, and it's searching to sell. It's searching for the sell entries, and that's the trend. And the sell entries are given by the stochastic indicator. Do mind that the expert advisor doesn't draw this on the chart, the stochastic or the moving average. But you can, of course, drag the indicator on the chart with the same settings as we've done here. So for this chart, for this example, the stochastic has the values of 99,755, which gives this very smooth movement. And when the price is below the moving average, therefore having a downtrend, the stochastic will open a sell trade, of course, following the trend, go down. It will open a sell trade when the stochastic is in overbought area, and made a mistake here, is in overbought area, and price will of course make it form another swing, another lower high in this case, as the price moves like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, and so on. As you can see, we will want to sell here and here and here and again here, so we can take this portion of pips as many times as we can. Of course, you can also open a first trade here and stay with the trend until you decide to exit. But that's not the purpose of this discussion. So as you can see, the price was below the moving average, therefore we had a downtrend. So the expert advisor should have opened a first trade right here when the stochastic intersected in the overbought area, which is above 70 and until 100, above the 70 level of the stochastic. So we will have a sell trade here. We will have another sell trade here. The price is still under the moving average, so we have a downtrend and an entry, downtrend, an entry right here, another sell right here. And that's the let's say, innovation. By the way, before this, another sell signal here. However, as you can see, the price is above the moving average. So for this area, we had an uptrend, not a downtrend. So basically, the expert advisor would ignore this signal. No sell right here. So that's one of the, let's say, innovations of this expert advisor. It can also trade with the trade in a grid method. Talking about the grid, I think it is better that we go now to the MetaTrader and see, try to explain the settings of the expert advisor. And after that, maybe we have time for a strategy tester just to see how it works, or we will shoot another video So basically, these are the settings of the expert advisor. I will explain them one by one. Hopefully, I'll do a good job. There won't be any things unanswered. So, start with the client email. Only enter this if you are using this expert advisor on a live account and you bought it already. Otherwise, if you use it on demo, just leave it, or you can enter whatever you want. It doesn't matter. The next settings are the money management settings. If you enable the Lotsize Management, meaning that if it's set to true, it means that the Lotsize Management is enabled, and the expert advisor will open a percentage, will open the trades based on the percentage of the equity. Which is, well, for these settings, and by the way, these are by far recommended settings. These are just the default settings. Make sure that if you are interested in this product or any other product published by RobotFX, make sure that you read the information, watch the videos. The video is being shot right now for this expert advisor. There are links to manuals, where these settings are also explained, but most important, or also important, download the demo version and try it on a demo account. From time to time, we receive, let's say, complaints from our customers. It very rarely happens, but it still happens, and it saddens us because when it happens, it's basically the same thing. The expert advisor doesn't do this, or the expert advisor doesn't do that, or your expert advisor does that, but it was supposed to do something else. No, it wasn't. Everything is explained. Everything is in pictures. Everything is in text. Everything is in video. Well, again, except for this video which we are shooting right now. But it is try to understand, and more important, you can download it and try it first. Try to understand that, I don't know, comments such as, I didn't watch all the videos, but this is not what I bought, doesn't mean anything to us. Only that you were too lazy to understand how it works, and you maybe spend your money on something that you will never use. Because, well, ask yourself why. So again, download the demo, make sure it is what you want, make sure it will be useful for you, make sure you can use it following your own strategy, or create a strategy for this expert advisor if you think it can be useful for you, and after that only consider about buying it. Now let's go to the settings. As I said, if you enable the lot size management, that means that the expert advisor will place its trade based on the equity of your account, in your account. For this setting, for this example, it's 0.01. That means 1%. So if you have $100 in your account, the expert advisor will place the trade $1 lot size, or will try to, because you will probably not be allowed by your broker to trade $1 lot size if you have only $100 in your account. And that being said, do mind also the broker limitations. Some of them are on the chart, like minimum lot allowed by your broker, maximum lot. The expert advisor cannot place a lot higher than 100, as you can see for this account, for example. And if that will be the case, the expert advisor will probably keep trying to place a lot size of 100 if you instruct it to do so, but it will never manage to do it. We go back to trader's experience and learn how to use it before. This is general knowledge. Let's go next. However, trader can also disable the lot size management, set it to false. In this case, the expert advisor will consider lot size to open its trade as the lot size, 0.01, which is right here, the next value. This one is a percentage, this one is fixed lot size. Now we have the option to enable or disable the stop loss and the take profit altogether. This is useful if the trader wants to hedge instead of using a stop loss. And I would say it's very useful from this point of view, because maybe you don't want to lose stop loss money if the price reverses 50 pips. Maybe you want to open a hedging sell order at that point with a higher value. This is basically what hedging means, and what this expert advisor can also do, being, as I've said, not just a simple grid expert advisor, but an improved expert advisor for following a grid strategy. Now, if, however, you don't want to use a stop loss, you don't want to use any of these values, only the other, you can set, of course, a very high value for each of them you want to deactivate. So if you set the stop loss of 9 million or so, well, most likely the price will never reach that price level, and basically it will be like you don't have a stop loss. You will want to use the take profit in this case, or just switch them and say you don't want to use the take profit, just use a high level for the take profit. So the price will never reach that value, obviously, I guess. Now that's one thing. The next setting is the maximum open orders. This refers to the buys and the sells all together. However, it must be said that this have also another limit, which is maximum trades of the same type. So whichever comes first, it will limit the trades on this chart. For example, if maximum trades of the same type is set to 5, as it is now, it means that the expert advisor will be allowed to place 5 buys and 5 sells on this chart, altogether pendings or open orders. So you will have only maximum of 5 buys and 5 sells, meaning 10 trades on this chart. At that point, the expert advisor will not place any other pending orders. So this will come first. If this maximum trades for the same types, however, is set to 10, the expert advisor will, of course, be allowed to open 10 buys and 10 sells, meaning 20. So in this case, the expert advisor will stop placing trades on the chart when it will reach the other value, because it's smaller. The number is smaller. Maximum open orders. At 14, it will stop placing orders. So you will end up in having 10 trades of one kind, maybe, and 4 trades of another kind. If it's confusing for you, just leave it so they will match. 7 plus 7, 14. Alright? Next, there is the option to set a minimum profit. This is a profit in account currency, and it is very useful because you can set the expert advisor just as many of our other expert advisors. I remind you also Recovery Expert Advisor, the Hedging Expert Advisor. And this is exactly when you should better use this. Have the closed basket of trades at minimum profit set to true. And that means that if you have multiple buys and multiple sells on the chart, when there's profit, the sum of their profits will reach this value, the minimum profit, the expert advisor will start closing those trades. Again, very useful if you want to close a basket of trades at break even. Well, 0.1 is almost break even. Set it to 0 if you want, but do mind that when this value is reached, this amount, when this amount of money is reached, the expert advisor will start closing the trades. So if meanwhile the price will go up or down for one more pip, that means that the expert advisor will never close the trades at 0. It will always be a few cents more or less, or maybe even a few dollars depending on the lot size you trade. If it's 0.01, it will be less than $1 most likely. That's why I like to have this minimum profit to a higher value, let's say $1, so the expert advisor will start closing the trades at $1. But again, it's up to you, find the right settings. The slippage is, I think everyone knows what that means. We skip it. Grid. The grid and the hedge settings are very important and must be explained. Starting with the grid level, that means that, for example, if the expert advisor will open a sell and it looks like it is about to open a sell, you can see the moving average right here. So we have a downtrend and the stochastic is moving up. If those stochastic lines will intersect somewhere here, that will be a valid signal for a sell in the overbought area. Now, assuming that we already have this, the expert advisor will place a sell right here, and at 50, this being in pips, at 50 pips away from the open sell, the expert advisor will start placing pending sell orders. And the number of the sell orders of the pending cells plus the initial sell will have to be equal to the maximum trades of the same type. I forgot I changed this. So in this case 5. So we will have, for the sake of the argument, let's say we will have 5 trades altogether, sells and pending sells. The lot size of the next pending cells will be given by the multiplier for the lot size multiplier, multiplied by, of course, the lot size of the previous placed order, let's say. So if this sell will be $0.01, the open trade, the pending sell, the next pending sell will be $0.01 multiplied by this multiplier, 0.8. The third order, which will be the second pending sale, will be the result of this multiplied by 0.8, and so on. Excuse my horrible handwriting, mouse writing, using this writing software, and so on until it will decrease. So basically, if the multiplier right here, it's a digital value less than 1, 0 point something, that means that the number of the pending sales will decrease. So you will have, for example, $1, 0.5, 0.25, 0.12, and so on. I'm just saying, not with this value. So until the maximum number of trades is reached, and at that point the expert advisor will stop placing pending sell orders. Now, next is the hedging. So if you want to hedge these trades, a grid trade or a trade, depends on the number of trades you want to open. So if you want to hedge, that means that the same scenario, the expert advisor will open a sell, place the pending sells, and then at the hedging distance, which is in pips, 50 pips away, up, the expert advisor will start placing pending buys. And their number will be the same, of course, with the maximum trades of the same type. So we will have 5 sells or 1 sell and 4 pending sells, and above with the enable hedging set to true, and above them 50 pips away, the expert advisor will place the pending buys. And the lot size of the pending buys will be given by the multiplier for hedging trades. For example, if this multiplier is 1, well, any number multiplied with 1, it sells. It's the same number, you probably know that. But if it's opposite, if it's bigger than 1 point something, 2 points, or 3 or 4, of course the pending buys will have the lot size increased. So again, make use of this multiplier well, wisely. You don't want the expert advisor to open too many trades with a very high lot size, probably. And you probably don't want the expert advisor to open too many trades with too low lot sizes, they will be useless. So do find the right settings, and do it so by using a demo version, which you can download for free. Now, the trade settings, the next settings are the trade settings, and here we have the stochastic settings and the moving average settings. Basically, the entry, the stochastic that gives the entries. Again, these are some default settings. In no way they are recommended settings. Find your own, depending on again your trading chart, your time frames, your trading strategy, and so on, and why not your trading skills altogether. As you should probably know, we don't offer any advice. We don't offer any Forex lessons. Now you have as I said, the trade entry settings given by the stochastic indicator, and then the moving average, which in this example it's 365. The moving average is a smooth moving average, and the price is a typical price. Regarding the exit, a trade exit, we have the break even. The trader can set a break even. These are all values in pips. A trailing stop also in pips, and a trailing step also in pips. I guess everyone knows what break even and trailing stop is, and also a trailing step. We won't go too much into that. And as I said before, the closed basket at minimum profit, if it's set to true, it is also how the expert advisor can close a trade or multiple trades. That has been explained. Have the option to use a defined magic number if you want the expert advisor to manage to identify the trades open by itself and manage them correctly. Start with any number you want, basically, but don't change it after that. After the EA will start trading. You can also leave the comments to the initial RobotFX.ro, or change them to whatever comment you want. Useful if you want to identify these trades after the expert advisor will open them in the what is called in the terminal. Right. Now, until the expert advisor will open this trade, or if it will, I'm going to try to open the strategy tester. Before, let's save this template as a default one. Yeah, lots of expert advisors that we are currently testing. I'm going to use a low chart, or it doesn't matter. I want to see, to be honest, just one trade open. Let's use the Lotsize Management set to true, the stop loss and take profits set to true. I'm going to use a high value for the stop loss. 1000 should be enough because I don't really want to use a stop loss. I want to hedge. And all the other settings are more or less the default settings. Again, I only want to see how the expert advisor works. I'm not checking for the profits. We are not using the expert advisor, the strategy tester, to determine the profitability of an expert advisor or of a strategy. This is to be used only to see how it works or how it doesn't. Okay, so the expert advisor starts like this. That moving average was a too high value, so it doesn't appear yet on the strategy tester chart. It might also be up and not down. So the expert advisor opened a buy. This is a bug in the strategy test, so it happens all the time. However, with the settings that we have, we can see the expert advisor placed a buy, the initial buy, and then it starts placing the buy stops. I should have disabled the comments on the chart. There they are. 0.8 multiplied by 0.8 again. I think that was the multiplier for the grid. Next buy stop is 0.64. Next buy stop 0.51, and so on. And we're also hedging. That means that the expert advisor also placed hedging trades, and the hedging trades were multiplied by 1. That means the initial trade, the initial buy, 1 times 1 equals 1. And the second trade, 1 times 1 equals 1 again, 1 again, 1 again. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pending sales. Each of these lot size 1. One open buy and the other pending buys, with the lot size decreasing as per our settings. I'll close this to see better. Maybe zoom out a little and see what happened. Alright, the expert advisor triggered another pending buy, so now we have 2 buys, 3 buys, and at this point the expert advisor placed the break even for the first sell. For the first buy. Basically we cannot lose this buy. It's making profit, started to make profit. I think it was 30, right? 30 pips, yes. 30 pips were up on the third trade, and we started to trail the initial